Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to new session. So in this session I am going to discuss enthalpy of different reactions. So in the last video we have discussed about how to determine the enthalpy change by calorimetry. Next one, enthalpy of reaction. So the heat change in a chemical reaction under standard conditions called enthalpy change of a reaction. Units are kilojoules per mole. We have discussed. Exothermic, endothermic reactions also completed. So in this session I am going to discuss enthalpy of different processes. Now the first one is enthalpy of phase transformation. Enthalpy of phase transformations. Phase transformation. There are different types of phases. In that, first one is solid to liquid. This is called fusion. Reverse one is liquid to solid. This is called liquid to solid is freezing. Next, liquid to gas, that is called vaporization. Vaporization, or also called evaporation. Next, gas to liquid is called condensation. Gas to liquid is called condensation. Liquid gas completed. Next one is after that solid to gas called sublimation. Solid to gas called sublimation. Gas to solid called solidification. So these are the different processes. Enthalpy of fusion, enthalpy of freezing, enthalpy of vaporization, enthalpy of condensation, enthalpy of sublimation. Now I will discuss one. First one is enthalpy of fusion. So that is delta H fusion. Enthalpy of fusion. Fusion means the amount of enthalpy change when 1 mole of solid substance is converted into a liquid at its melting point under standard conditions. The change in enthalpy of a substance when 1 mole of enthalpy change involved in melting 1 mole of solid substance into liquid at its melting point under standard conditions called standard enthalpy of fusion. This not indicates standard under standard condition. If any other condition, enthalpy of fusion. Under standard condition, standard enthalpy of fusion. For example, water I am taking. This is solid, nothing but ice, converted into liquid water. So enthalpy of fusion under standard conditions is plus 6 kilojoule per mole. Plus 6 kilojoules. It means ice is converted into liquid. So then the total heat content change under standard conditions is equal to plus 6 kilojoules. Plus indicates heat is required. Now the reverse one is, what is the reverse one? Freezing. Solid is converted into liquid. Second one is enthalpy of freezing. enthalpy of freezing, indicated as delta. So freezing H is enthalpy of freezing. If you kept not standard enthalpy of freezing, same thing students. So the enthalpy change involved when 1 mole of liquid is converted into solid under standard conditions called enthalpy of freezing, or under standard conditions named as standard enthalpy of freezing. So the enthalpy change when 1 mole of liquid is converted into solid at its freezing point under standard conditions called standard enthalpy of freezing. Standard enthalpy of freezing, right? So reverse one, H2O liquid is converted into H2O solid. So then delta H freezing not, it is equal to, it is plus solid to liquid to solid becomes minus, that is minus 6.00 kilojoule per mole. Reverse phenomenon. This is enthalpy of freezing. Next one is enthalpy of vaporization. Third one is enthalpy of vaporization. It indicated as delta vaporization H. If you keep not here, that is under standard enthalpy of vaporization. Same thing, vaporization means liquid is converted into gas. So during that process, the enthalpy change under standard conditions called standard enthalpy change in vaporization. The enthalpy change when 1 mole of liquid is converted into gas under standard condition, common sentence, that is called under standard conditions called standard enthalpy of vaporization. Standard condition means room temperature 25 degrees Celsius, 1 atm pressure. So these are the standard conditions. Now H2O liquid is converted into H2O gas. For this reaction, enthalpy of vaporization under standard conditions, it is equal to plus 40 kilojoule per mole. It means this much of heat energy will be required for the conversion of liquid into gas H2O molecules. This is enthalpy of vaporization. Next one is standard enthalpy of vaporization, also called as molar enthalpy of vaporization. Both are same students. Another one, reverse one, is enthalpy of condensation. Enthalpy of condensation. Fourth one is enthalpy of condensation. It means, so it is indicated as delta condensation H0. Standard enthalpy change in the condensation reaction. Condensation means, So which is converted into which? Gas converted into liquid, that is called condensation. During that process, the total heat change under standard conditions called standard enthalpy change in condensation reaction. So it is reverse to that of enthalpy of vaporization. I am not writing the statement, students. The total heat change or the enthalpy change when 1 mole of gas is converted into liquid under standard conditions called enthalpy of condensation or standard enthalpy of condensation, also named as molar enthalpy of condensation. Now examples: H2O gas converted into H2O liquid at this point, condensation value. Here liquid to gas is plus 40, gas to liquid is minus 40 kilojoule per mole. Reverse works. That's why plus converted into minus. Next, after this, fifth one, enthalpy of sublimation. Enthalpy of sublimation. Delta H sublimation naught. If you kept naught, that indicates standard enthalpy of sublimation. Sublimation means the enthalpy change when 1 mole of solid is directly converted into gas under standard condition. So the enthalpy change when 1 mole of solid is converted into gas under standard conditions called standard enthalpy of sublimation. So ice, H2O solid, it is ice. H2O vapors, it is gas. Delta H sublimation under standard conditions 25.5 kilojoule per mole. It is plus. Plus indicates energy is required, endothermic reactions. Now, this is sublimation. Sublimation is equal to, generally, sublimation means solid is converted into gas. First solid converted into liquid, liquid converted into gas. Enthalpy of sublimation is equal to enthalpy of fusion plus enthalpy of vaporization. Correct? First solid converted into liquid called fusion, liquid converted into gas called vaporization. If you consider both, then you get a which one? Sublimation. Sublimation is nothing but fusion plus vaporization. So phase transfer depending on intermolecular forces. Enthalpy of phase transfer depends on enthalpy of phase transfer directly proportional to which one? Intermolecular forces. Enthalpy of phase transfer depends on intermolecular forces. Directly proportional. One example students. Example for this is enthalpy of vaporization of water. It is equal to plus 40 kilojoules per mole. Similarly, enthalpy of vaporization of acetone is equal to, the value for acetone is plus 29.1 kilogram per mole. Which is higher, students? Water enthalpy vaporization higher than which one? Enthalpy of vaporization of acetone, because the values are like this. Greater. Reason is, in water there are strong hydrogen bonds. To break that hydrogen bonds, we need more amount of heat. That heat changes enthalpy of vaporization. So it is due to strong hydrogen bonds in water, more enthalpy, it means heat content required. So intermolecular forces is stronger, enthalpy of phase transfer will be more. This is very, very important. Next one, enthalpy of formation. Next. So this is the first one, enthalpy of phase transformation. Second one is enthalpy of formation. Right. Second one is enthalpy of formation. Formation is indicated as delta formation H naught. This is under standard condition. Formation means the enthalpy change when 1 mole of a compound is formed from its elements in their standard state, nothing but a native state or reference state. That is called enthalpy of formation. The enthalpy change when 1 mole of substance formed from its elements in the standard state is also called reference state or native state, that is native state, called standard enthalpy of formation. So under a standard conditions, right? So it is very, very important, students. The reference state means, what is the reference state or a native state of oxygen? O2, hydrogen H2, chlorine Cl2, sulfur rhombic sulfur, right? So like that it is required. Reference state of hydrogen is H2 gases. Very, very important. Physical state also. Next, reference state of oxygen is equal to O2 in a gaseous form. Right? Reference state of sulfur is S, otherwise you can take it as SH. This is rhombic sulfur. Very, very important. Many sulfurs are alpha, beta, gamma, rhombic sulfur. The next one is monoclinic sulfur, like that, yellow sulfur, like that. Many are there. Next, reference carbon has many forms. One is diamond, graphite, fullerenes, many are there. Among them, the most thermodynamically stable form is graphite. That's why carbon, it should be taken as graphite. Like this, many compounds are there, students. So, from their reference states, by combining these elements, 1 mole of compound will be formed. That is called standard enthalpy of formation. Standard enthalpy of formation for these reference elements will be 0. Very, very important. Standard enthalpy of formation of elements in reference state becomes 0. The meaning is the formation of H2 gas, enthalpy formation of H2 gas will be 0. Enthalpy of formation of O2 gas will be 0. Enthalpy of formation of carbon graphite becomes 0. These elements during the formation, there is no change in enthalpy. By convention, they have considered. So, elements under standard enthalpy of formation we take now. Elements. Next, standard enthalpy of formation is H1. Right? Hydrogen gas, oxygen gas, Cl2 gas, okay, C graphite, right, C diamond I am taking, S rhombic, N2 gas. Physical states also very, very important, like that many more. I2, Br2, I2 solid, Br2 liquid. Okay, for all this, the enthalpy of formation will be 0, students. For diamond, it is not the thermodynamically stable one, it is not equal to 0, something value is there, we need to remember. Next, rhombic sulfur 0, N2 0, I2 0, Br2 0. For metals like lithium, sodium, potassium, all are solids only, students. These are all existed like this only in the nature, elemental form. Their enthalpy of formation becomes 0. Right? So we need to remember this. Enthalpy of formation of element in their standard state will be 0. By convention we have taken this, but practically little bit values are there, those are considered as 0. Yes, rhombic will be 0. Yes, monoclinic will be. That is not equal to 0. Because stable form is rhombic but not monoclinic. Now, enthalpy of formation formula will be. So what is the formula for enthalpy of formation? Sum of the enthalpies of formations of products minus, as we discussed in the last video, enthalpy of reaction is equal to product enthalpies minus reactants enthalpies. Here also, so enthalpy of formation of a reaction is equal to formation of a compound is equal to enthalpy of formation of a compound is equal to sum of the enthalpies of formations of products minus sum of the enthalpies of formations of reactants. Products minus reactants. Correct? So you need to consider like this, products minus reactants. Now, condition is required, students. For example, C plus O2 give rise to C. Whether it is a formation reaction or only enthalpy of a reaction, they are expecting which of the following is a formation. Otherwise, which of the following is only reaction? Lot of difference is there. Formation means, as per this statement, only 1 mole of product must be formed. Reactant must be in their elemental form. Formation means, enthalpy of formation means only 1 mole of product must be formed, only 1 mole, and reactants must be in their standard state. Standard state means a different state like this. Clear? It is the condition. In this condition, enthalpy of formation is equal to enthalpy of reaction. Understood, students? If the condition obeys, that is named as a enthalpy of formation. All the chemical reactions named as a enthalpy of reaction, that is okay. All are reactions only. But among them, which is equal to enthalpy of formation, to know that this is the condition must. So if this condition is not obeyed, then that is only considered as enthalpy of reaction. If obeyed, considered as enthalpy of formation, that is equal to enthalpy of reaction. Very, very important. Better say for oxygen. Right? Example. C graphite plus O2 gas gives rise to CO2 gases. Product is 1 mole, okay, satisfied condition. Reactants must be in their standard state. Carbon in their standard state, graphite, stable one. And oxygen also O2 gas, that's why standard. It means it is enthalpy of formation, okay. This is also equal to enthalpy of reaction. Clear, students? Enthalpy of formation, enthalpy of reaction. For this formation, how do write the value of the enthalpy of formation of 1 mole of CO2? That is equal to enthalpy of formation of the CO2 will be enthalpies of products minus enthalpies of reactants. This is the formula for us. So reactants, what are they? Enthalpy of formation of, what is that? CO2 1 mole minus products completed. Reactants, enthalpy of formation of 1 mole of carbon graphite plus enthalpy of formation of 1 mole of oxygen gas. Clear it is? These two are reactants and this is product. Product minus reactants. Enthalpies of formation of product minus enthalpy of formation of reactants. So this will be, the value is minus 380, the 93 point, the exact value is minus 393.5. 393.5 kilojoules minus this value will be 0 plus this value also. Students, the enthalpy change for the enthalpy of formation of elements in their standard state becomes 0. Just now I have written. For graphite 0, for oxygen 0, you no need to remember these values are 0. Then answer will be minus 393.5 kilojoule. It is nothing but enthalpy of formation of, what is that? CO2 gas, 1 mole of CO2 gas. Like this we need to calculate for enthalpy of formations for different compounds. Next. So which of the following is they can expect in a different, that is N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH2. The product is 1 mole or 2 moles, it is 2 moles. But we need, the product must be only 1. This is only enthalpy of reaction students, but not the formation here. Because product will be only 1 mole, then only this is equal to this. But in this case, enthalpy of formation is not equal to enthalpy of reaction. It is only reaction but not a formation. Formation indicates only 1 mole of product must be obtained, but here 2 moles are. Next, half N2 plus 3 by 2 H2 is raised to 1 NH2. Product is 1 mole. Reactants all are in their standard state, nitrogen gas, hydrogen gas. Okay. Reactants only in their standard state, product in the combined state. So here 1 mole, reactants are in their standard states, that's why condition satisfied. It is enthalpy of formation that is equal to enthalpy of reaction states under standard conditions. Clear it is? So this is formation and which one, that is combustion. Now after this, one more example. CaO plus CO2 gives rise to CaCO. So it is formation or reaction. Yes, it is only reaction because product is only 1 mole, okay, but reactants are not in their standard state or native state. They were in their combined state. CaO, it is a combined form. CO2 also combined form. So here it is only enthalpy of reaction. But here enthalpy of reaction is not equal to enthalpy of which one, that is formation. Very, very important. Which of the following is enthalpy of formation? 4 options they will provide you, we need to find that. Now you just find this, students. It is half H2 plus half Br2 gives rise to HBr. It is 1. It is gas. Now, so product 1 mole, okay. Reactants are in their standard states. That's why this condition is satisfied. So it is enthalpy of formation. You remember all enthalpies of formations are reactions. But all enthalpies of reactions are not formations. It is enthalpy of a reaction but not a formation. All formations are reactions, but all reactions are not formations. Very, very good. It is formation, also reaction. Enthalpy of reaction. Okay? Formation and reaction. Because 1 mole of product and amine. The same reaction they will provide you like that. H2 plus Br2 gives rise to 2HBr. It is gas. You just observe this. Product 2 moles, but we need only 1 mole. It is only enthalpy of reaction, but not enthalpy of formation. It is only reaction, but not a formation. Like this we need to remember. Yes, the next one is Lavoisier-Laplace law. It means for a reverse reaction, the enthalpy change is same as a forward reaction with its negative sign. It means A gives rise to B, delta H will be 10 kilojoules. B gives rise to A, delta H will be 10 kilojoules, but minus 10 kilojoules with a negative sign. Understood? With opposite sign. Yeah. For a reverse reaction, the enthalpy change is same as forward reaction with opposite sign. So now example is N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. All are gases, this gas. Delta H for this reaction is minus 92.2 kilojoule per mole. When I flip this reaction, 2NH3 gives rise to N2 plus 3H2, gas. Delta H will be, for the above reaction, for the formation of 2 moles of NH3, minus 92. Decomposition will be plus 90. It becomes opposite sign, 92.2 kilojoule per mole. Clear it is? If the reaction reverse, the value is same with opposite sign. If forward reaction plus 10 kilojoules, backward reaction will be minus 10 kilojoules. That's what. Next one, thermochemical equation. It means, so in this equation we need to represent perfectly all the physical states, enthalpy of a reaction or allotropic modifications. We should represent as a subscript of symbols of elements or atoms or molecules. So that complete equation is named as thermochemical equation. The chemical equation along with enthalpy change and physical states or allotropic forms of elements as subscript, allotropic forms represented as subscript of elements or atoms or molecules. This is called, what is that? Thermochemical equation. One equation I will mention here, that is best example. N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. Physical state must be represented in bracket gases. Delta H of this reaction is minus 92.2 kilojoule per mole. Chemical equation along with enthalpy of reaction, all the physical states or allotropic forms. Another one, graphite, it is carbon graphite plus oxygen gas, it is gives rise to CO2 gas. Enthalpy of reaction is minus 393.5 kilojoule per mole. Right? The complete equation by representing the chemical equation along with enthalpy of that reaction and physical states, otherwise allotropic modifications, we need to mention in bracket as a subscript for those elements called enthalpy of a reaction. And thermochemical equation. Okay, so with this thermochemical equation complete. In our next session, we'll start the Hess law. We'll continue in the next video.